Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of the G&A podcast. I'm the Demon Lord guy. I'm his date while Pergus Knight, Doobie Doo.
And I'm that dragon girl who just wants to be with her friends, Sobroni.
I was so close to saying that. It's close. Can't see my fingers, but it's close. Welcome back to the podcast, the G&A podcast, where we talk about all things. Wait, hold on. Let me get this mic closer to my face. Where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. How you doing, Oni?
I'm doing well. How are you doing, Drew?
I'm doing all right, actually. Once again, it's one of those rare episodes where I'm just like, I'm on the verge of death. So let's have at it.
Take advantage.
Yes, take advantage. And with that being said, we're just funny enough. Like I've been half dead like this entire weekend. I just kept going out when I should not.
Mm-hmm.
When I should not have been going out. But anyways, yeah, let's get right into our new segment, This Week in Anime. I have a lot of pieces of news, so I'm just going to quickly go through my stuff. This is just I saw from Netflix Geeked on Twitter. Basically saying it's happening, hashtag One Piece, and then they have the script of like One Piece. And to that, I just say no. I just say no. see, Oni was afraid that I had like 3 big pieces of news. I'm like, no, we're gonna.
I mean, this could be a big piece of news if you want to go in depth about why this is such a bad idea.
It's such a bad idea because it's like, man, even the animation for the anime is not good. Like,
well, that's it. Netflix can actually look better than the One Piece. It's not going to be a Cowboy Bebop situation where I'm like, oh, they don't really pull off the animation well enough in real life. I'm gonna look at the real life version and be like, good, these characters resemble humans and are actually hot. Yes, you can't do much worse.
Oh, that's good. Wait. Robin's hot. Come on,
she's
Robin's
hot because she's hot for the freaky looking alien abomination that she is. I don't know. No one is hot in One Piece. Their proportions are all over the place. I'm gonna look up a picture of Robin.
I mean, that's like saying
90%.
That's like saying. No, wait, hold on. How many girls did you stand for in Kogias? Now done by Clamp.
No, the animation on them is so much better. The art style is so
better. But better like they were not. But proportions. We want to talk about proportions?
Oh, you want to talk proportions? I'm gonna send you a picture.
No, I'm not saying. Listen, I'm not saying. It's that bad as One Piece. I'm just saying you went to the proportions and you were like, we can't be that harsh on the proportions part. Like, yes, they look like silly string fingers. Like you remember how
it's like a caricature of anime. Like I'm just looking through pictures of Robin.
It's like it's. Do you remember the octopus arms from oh shit, wait, what's the anime called again? I have to go back to my notes because I'm forgetting.
Oh my god, the
Nagatoro.
Yeah,
it's like imagine that, but that's just the whole anime.
Well,
like
the other thing is like the art style is so inconsistent. It like sometimes Robin looks like a freaky alien person with like super skinny waist and like elongated limbs, and another time she just looks normal. Like I don't
know that much about One Piece to really give a shit.
It's so weird looking.
Yeah, so I'm honest. It's like,
listen, I will say Robin would look amazingly hot if she was not done in One Piece's art style. Get some other.
Okay, so fan art. I'm still on team keep it, please, especially because it's done by Netflix. But well, I don't know. Well, I won't see because I will not watch it. But y'all let me know how it looks. Boom. First news done. Second, Pokemon gets 8 episode net anime titled Pokemon Evolutions.
Yes.
Very similar to Pokemon Origins. Except for this one, it's literally 1 episode, I believe, through literally all of them. Like through all the regions. Like
1 episode for each gen.
Yep. So starting from the 8th Gen 8 all the way back to Gen 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, so we're looking forward to that.
I'm
You
hyped for that.
know, a little Pokemon. Sometimes I feel like I didn't finish watching Origins, even though like how many episodes
I feel like I
were that?
only care about certain parts. Like I care about the Sun and Moon. That's Gen 8, right?
Yeah, Gen 7.
Or Gen 7. So I care about Gen 8, Gen 7, and Gen 1, and the other gens.
How?
I don't know.
How? I mean, really, Gen 8? I mean, it's not like
Gen
it's
8, Gen 8
bad.
got some good characters. You don't like Marnie and Leon, and they actually have a lot of cool gym leaders.
Marnie's all right.
A lot
She's
of cool
like,
gym
she's
leaders.
I like. It's not like
Nessa. Actually, no. Gen 8 has the best character designs for gym leaders and stuff and
okay.
characters.
That I could potentially get on board. I mean, yeah, sure, we'll give it to them only because it's like the most recent one.
Mm-hmm.
That's not even fair. I give it to them, but it's like, ooh, to skip like to ignore 2 through 6. I mean, come on.
I don't even know any characters from 2 through 6. Oh well, whichever gen has Cynthia in it, I care about.
Gen 4, of course, Gen 4. I
Yeah.
roll, I roll, I roll. I'm one of the very few Gen 5 stands. Gen 5 is underrated as fuck. It is low key one of the best Pokemon. Well, at least Black White 2 is low key one of the best Pokemon games. Fight me.
I won't.
Amazing plot, actual good battles, actual decent like philosophies and logic, as opposed to everyone just being like, I want take over world. Dot dot
But
dot.
I do want Takeover World.
I mean, they also wanted to take over the world in that game, but at least it made me think. So that was cool. Like they tackled like in that like Gen 5 is like really weird, and but they tackled the whole philosophy. Like it's very like reflective on itself as like the whole concept of Pokemon. Like there's people like the bad guys are like, yes, we're fighting so that we're not literally enslaving these beings and we're just letting them be.
Oh, so they're PETA.
And then yeah, it's like they basically mirror the people who like shit on the game itself, who are like, you're setting out people to fight other mons and animal violence and blah 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 all that shit. So yeah, it's kind of like that. So it's just they get very philosophical.
But wouldn't they
all
also
that
use
stuff.
Pokemon? I'm pretty sure they don't just run around.
Exactly. Yes. And then that's when the whole contradiction. That's when it gets like the whole contradictions and all that fun stuff. Good game, really good game, really underrated. So yes, that's it for Pokemon Evolutions. Boom, second one down. I'm amazing. Last but not least, that's this one. So wait, did you watch Jujutsu Kaisen? Like
no, I saw like the first 5 or 6 episodes.
Okay. So well, you'll know enough. So according to Anime News Network, Jujutsu Kaisen's Chris Finger is now a chocolate snack.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, you can.
Gross.
Yes, it is actually disgusting. Like I would have to eat that on a dare.
Sub challenge.
Does it? I'm just like I'm like, this is expensive for a sub challenge.
Yeah, no. We don't make that much.
We do not. I like how the fingernail looks though. I don't know why. Is that an almond? Is a fingernail an almond, like a shiny almond? That's actually kind of cute. But yeah, that's all my news. See, that wasn't too bad.
All right. My news barely qualifies as news, and it's basically just worthy. Uma Musume's Miyano Top Gun is going to be promoting Tom Cruise's Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
So the Uma Musume, for those of you not familiar, Uma Musume is the horse girl racing game that's been taking over gacha games recently. But yeah, according to the official Top Gun Twitter, they're going to be using Miyano Top Gun as like their promotional mascot, which is weird because, well, for one, the horse girl is like a reference to Top Gun, but also obviously because of her name. But I don't know, the phrase Tom Cruise is partnering up with horse girls to promote Top Gun Maverick is just weird. It's just a weird timeline thing.
Yeah.
Like, we live in this timeline.
I'm like, what? I mean, I guess, like, sure. What?
Might as well. Like, I mean, imagine if, like, Arnold Schwarzenegger teamed up with, like, Rimuru to fucking promote
the Terminator.
The new Terminator movie or something, because Rimuru looks like the
exactly. And then you just see, like, a from promo where like as a slime it just transforms into like a Terminator bot thing.
Or he teamed up with the dude from Realist Hero to rerun for governor of California. Actually, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, I'm not against that. I was giving much. My face is giving much. The kombucha girl. I'm like,
maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger, do your thing.
Yes, do your thing. All right, so unless you have anything to add, that's the end of our news and time to do our weekly reviews. And before we start, can we just say that this is actually like I very much enjoy the latter half of the anime season because then all the shit just gets crazy everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And this was a really strong week.
It was.
There's like only like the exception of one. Yes. Oh, yes, despite what I said about before, despite everything else was more or less pretty solid.
Well, which one? I feel like everything was solid.
Really? I mean, yeah, no, like nothing was bad.
There's two things that are borderline.
Like they were like, but like nothing was bad this week. I enjoyed each episode. Yeah. Yes. All right. So that being said, let's get into Slime Season 2, Part 2, Episode 9. I just like this episode because Shuna finally got to show off. I was like, yes magic
apologize fight. For dissing my girl, Shuna.
What? When did I diss her?
When I said, like, a few episodes back, like, oh yeah, Shuna's probably going to fight. And you're like, oh, what's she going to do? Can't she fight? Does she even know what to do?
Oh, well then, yes, I apologize. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I didn't know you were so vindictive and petty.
Yes, I've been waiting for this moment. Little did you know, I've been waiting for this moment for weeks.
Yeah. So yeah, it was awesome getting to see Shauna fight. Just using magic, doing the whole priest archetype.
She just kind of cheated.
She was just like, I'm using great holy magic, and she's like, I'm taking your spell. Goodbye. Yeah,
this had a very grade school playground.
Yes.
I cast this. I reverse it and do this. Like, you've activated my trap card.
Yeah. It does. Oh, that's pretty great.
Did you mind the Rimuru praising at the end of the episode? Or not the end, but like before the Walpurgis Night stuff?
No, actually the beginning of... Was that the beginning or the middle of the episode?
Middle of the episode.
Actually, no. No, I didn't. It was... I loved that whole process of them getting ready for Walpurgis. It didn't feel too draggy or boring. Like, they had fun moments.
Mm.
This is I was entertained. I was fine.
I was thoroughly entertained.
Yeah,
I did like seeing all the different demon lords, like finally, and seeing it. Like like I said, it had a very Soul Society Bleach feel to it, where I'm like, oh shit, here's all the captains. I mean, demon lords, and their generals. I mean, attendants.
Oh my god, Leon.
Mm-hmm.
Leon.
I had forgotten that he was. I think he was in the first season, right? He was. This girl's the guy.
Yeah, you reminded me who Leon was, and I was like, ooh. And I really, off the bat, Rimuru was like, we could just fight now.
Mm-hmm. We can scrap. We can go.
And then he's like,
come to my villa.
Yes, come to my boudoir. We can discuss very aggressively how you feel.
Doors.
Yeah.
It was good seeing him. I enjoyed watching the other demon lords come through. The vampire and the other chick that's like his attendant, but's actually stronger than him. That's
Who might actually be the original Demon Lord.
I'm very curious about that and what's going on.
Yeah,
there.
Same. I really just can't wait till Clayman gets brutally murdered.
They keep doing this. I can't.
Like that was a lot. Like, really, you're gonna smack her like, and just walk in, like, use some hot shit.
Mm-hmm. And he like smacks her and doesn't even do anything. Like even trying to show up how he controls her, your punch literally didn't even like break her walk cycle.
Yeah, she's like Ita.
Like did a mosquito land on my cheek? I kind of really just hope Milim kills him. Like, I don't want Rimuru to come in and be like, I saved Milim. I want like Milim to like break the mind control and just beat the shit out of him or something.
I want Rimuru to break the mind control, and then she's like, "Oh, I'm back. Oh, you did this to me. Die."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't want him to, I don't want no forgiveness for this either. I don't want to be like, wait, we can use Clay.
Oh no, I don't think they're going down a forgiveness route. Not after everything they've done. Mm-hmm. Not after part 1 of season 2.
Yeah, I will never forgive this show.
I think they're very comfortable with murder now at this juncture.
As they should be.
As they should be. Oh, I love that little part of like Raphael trying to explain that, you know, it was definitely like Carrion in that mask. And they're like, and then he's like, no, there's no way it's Carrion. Not at all. Not at all. And then Raphael just pauses, and then Raphael's just like, All right. He's like, Raphael, were you about to say something? And then cut to something else. That was pretty funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole Valdora, is his name Valdora?
Yeah.
Valdora? Mm-hmm. Valdora, you know, talking, like, describing what the Demon Lords are like. That was pretty funny because he's just so nonchalant. Like, oh, yeah, I just burned down her town. I guess she didn't take it as a joke. She didn't like the joke.
It was just a prank, bro.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, no. And next week is going to be Walpurgis Night, which means there's going to be multiple shows next week focused on Walpurgis Night. I can't wait.
Yes, looking forward to it indeed. Mm-hmm. Okay, up next we have Kobayashi-san Chino Maidragon S, episode 9, which is going to be my episode of the week.
Same.
Yeah, they got me with the friendship.
The power of friendship.
They really, yeah.
A little tiny bit of Yuri.
I think that's just what you see in your mind, but go off.
It's heavily. I mean, you even said it yourself at the beginning.
Wait. Oh, right. No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. They did have Yuri overtone. I mean,
overtone.
Yeah, they did.
Not undertone.
Overtones. Yeah. They
I felt intense sexual energy throughout this whole episode between Elma and Tohru.
Yeah, like not so much. Like I said, it's not that I think that they're like lovers. I think
I will
it's
say
giving me that they were exes.
Push them and ship them together. I'm just
yes, it is. Oh, absolutely. This episode kind of just sealed the deal. But well, not even this episode. The other ones kind of exploring their past with each other. But
but even the end of this episode, where Tohru like rubs her horn and is like, "We're friends," or apologizes.
Yeah, basically. That was so sweet.
It was.
But yeah, no, it really feels like almost like a Degrassi arc where they dated, horrible breakup, and then the next season they slowly become friends again.
Did Degrassi also have dragons? I might need to check it out.
Degrassi was just one big analogy to describe, you know, the relationship between the characters and Maidragon. Yeah, this is in my thesis. I will explain now.
This whole episode was Elma focused, so I actually appreciate that. We're getting so much more fleshing out of her character. This season.
Is because she's so fucking silly.
She is. I like her a lot. Like, I was very much indifferent on her coming into the season, and now she's probably my 3rd or 4th favorite.
Yeah, she's getting up there. She has a lot of Like her motivations are so simple. It's just I just want to eat food.
But that's why like she's silly and stupid,
Mm-hmm.
but then she could also be really badass and cool. Like
Yes,
the
and
whole
cool.
last half of the episode.
Yes, or in the first half where she was like, "I want better work conditions. I want better." And you know that whole like I came multiple books on
each individual
going
employee.
Yes, and all of their habits. And I love not Tohru, Kobayashi's like narration.
No,
She's
yeah,
just
was
like
great.
she was like, this is so invasive of our privacy. We'd rather just have our nudes leaked.
This. We need more Kobayashi narration for episode.
Oh yeah, for sure. And then all that stopped when she got she got bribed with chocolates, but then she kept going.
Yeah, she kept going, and it still didn't work out until eventually Kobayashi found out the whole reason behind this all is because she wanted to leave work early so she'd get online for the limited edition sweets.
I mean, relatable content.
Relatable, yeah. Shout out to the guy who saved one for her in the line too. Nice guy.
Yes, absolutely. Like, yeah, he's Hero One, and fuck that girl who bought
three. What?
Three,
it should be one per customer.
I mean, it should be if it's limited, it should definitely be one per customer. But and I really like if they're not limited, then at least take two. But three,
excessive.
Yeah, no, this is a great episode. Oh my god, the camping episode.
Like camping part.
That's why this is my episode of the week. It's like each part was really good.
Everything was great. Kana, of course, being Kana, adorable, love her. Saikawa, love her.
Yeah.
A little scene at the end where Kana gives her the
showed up blocking the Grimward's magic.
Yeah.
When she tried to look for them, she's like, "Oh, someone's trying to watch us." So I just
probably Lukoa, always stalking me.
Probably Lukoa, always stalking. I actually really grown to like Shota this season.
Yeah, he's another one that got a lot of good character development.
So yeah, no, just a lot of good parts. When she brought the when she brought the flower to Elma, it's like I was like, no, where's my flower? And she just pulls one out.
Kana knows she's prepared for the Saikawa.
Oh my gosh, she really is. She knows that she has Saikawa wrapped on her finger.
And of course, the whole last part, the literally the fighting animation is better than like DBZ. I mean, it's better than like 99% of action anime. Actually, like I can't even think of an action anime that has better.
Like I can't wait to show this. I'm literally going to show this to like my friends. I'm really trying to get them to watch. I'm like, hey, this is why you should watch this. Like, this is a comedy, mind you. Enjoy.
Yeah. And it's not even like, oh, the rest of the episode was garbage, but then that part was great. Like, no, the episode itself was even fantastic. Like the water when Elma was like sticking her feet in the water looked like better than real water.
God-like water.
I'm like, damn, did they just like take a picture, like a 4K resolution picture of
water, like it was literally just
superimpose it into the anime,
like literally like Shang-Chi water.
Yeah, it was like perfect.
And yes, and while we are not sponsored by Marvel in any way, shape, or form, definitely should go watch it. Yeah, fantastic movie.
I don't know if maybe they're behind this. Maybe there's some Shang-Chi animators working.
Maybe. God knows they had a billion animation companies working on it. Maybe we missed KyoAni.
Yeah, KyoAni was there somewhere.
Somewhere in like the 50
specifically the Dragon Maid team.
Yeah, no, it was. Oh, excuse me. It was a good episode.
Very
good episode. All right. Up next is well, this was hype in its own special way. Higurashi no Nakokoro ni Sotsu, episode 11.
Yes.
So once again, Rena is a lolicon confirmed? Question mark.
Yeah, that was great.
That was a lot.
I feel like just like is the case with Dragon Maid, everyone in the season of Higurashi is just horny. They're just all horny.
Yeah, they got a lot hornier.
Like even
this
Mion in that one
series.
part where she saw Satoko leading away Keiichi, she was like, "Oh,
yeah, how you
Satoko."
Yeah, like I'm like, what are you talking about? Me, like, hello? Oh yeah, that's my dog. Yeah, you're gonna suck his dick behind a tree. Mion, please.
Mion, calm down. Also, yeah, Reina, what do you think these two 8-year-olds are doing?
Right?
Yeah, no, they all horny.
They are
the only one who's
horny.
not horny is Satoko because she's horny for revenge.
Yeah, she did not. It's not even revenge at this point. It's just it's a different kind of horny. It's called bloodlust.
Yeah, that whole opening scene of her just like continuing to bash the body and like wash off the blood. That was some legit horror movie shit.
Like, when she really said, "Oh my, oh me, oh my," like I'm like, girl.
Oh goodness, there's a mess on the floor.
I made a mess.
Meanwhile, covered in blood. Blood trail everywhere.
Right. Oh my gosh. That was a lot. Also you learned some things. Just like I suspected. Well, I didn't expect that Satoko was the one who killed Keiichi, but I know for sure, like I definitely called it. What happened? Like when we first saw like the scene where they killed each other and shit, I was like, something's off about this. I don't think this is. No, I definitely called like this is different because like when we first saw it, there was definitely like a change in the lighting.
Yeah.
Like so, I think what Tepe was, his eyes were weird. I was just like, oh no, this is
not real.
This is off. Something's not being told.
Yeah, so it's basically we saw what the events that were told by Satoko, which is obviously a lie. But
yeah,
it's interesting because my theory was that Oishi was going to be waiting for Keiichi to ambush him, and no, it was just Satoko. She went full insane and just beat the shit out of Keiichi in a very fun way. I don't know. It was kind of funny though.
She was just running after him with the bat.
It had some Chucky vibes because she's so small and he's like he's taller than her. So there's like this little girl running around chasing you. It
felt slightly cartoonish.
Oh, this episode was very cartoonish, by the way. The Oishi running into a wall
before leaving the house. Oh my god!
Don't tell me the animators aren't doing this on purpose.
They definitely are because there's a bunch of sick fucks. I say as we also laugh.
Yeah, we're basically AWA on this. We're just watching while sipping our tea and laughing our asses off.
Yeah, but the difference is I would like it to end in Rika's victory.
No, I'm full AWA mode. I want this to end in Satoko's victory.
Damn. Well,
I'm Team Lambda, baby.
Well, but no, she even though it was crazy that she killed Keiichi, it was definitely necessary because that's how she manipulates a very crazed Oishi at this point, who's reached the final stages of the Hinamizawa syndrome. And she's like, wow, that's crazy. They both like kind of killed each other.
Who could have guessed? They're dead.
Oh my god, that's crazy. You know what I heard who did it? Rika.
Yeah, I was totally Rika. Although, I'm assuming, like, so, is Keiichi surviving that and then waking up? Or is this, like, did he never really die or survive? He just seemed kind of dead there.
No, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. So then he never woke up and, like, met Reina and everything.
Yeah, I did he do that in the original?
In the original, he wakes up and in the hospital and Reina's there, and then Reina has her whole mental breakdown, like, oh my god, everyone died.
No, I thought that was for
It was both arcs.
Both arcs? Oh. Huh. But he should
I'm pretty sure
definitely.
he's dead. So.
Yeah, like he had the open dead eyes and everything.
Mm-hmm. Also, I feel bad for Reina. Reina had it the roughest.
Yeah, Reina just had to watch everyone die. Literally everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they replay the scene where she kind of kills everyone again. You know, a scene where he kills Mion, kills Shion, uh, kills Rika. But then we see what happens after that. Satoko's just there being like, and then he's like, wait, could it be you're the one who manipulated all this? And then she's like, ding, bing bong, and then blows his head up.
Mm-hmm. Satoko's
like,
a master of hiding that gun, by the way. I swear she didn't have anywhere to hide it on her. She was like wearing a single dress. That's it. Like a one-piece dress.
And
she still pulls out the gun when no one can see it.
Listen, I'm just assuming it's witch magic at this point. Mm-hmm. Witch magic, I just pull out a gun whenever I want.
She just opens a portal to the other world and pulls out a gun.
Okay, listen. The best holster is the holster from another dimension.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was crazy. And then she killed herself, and then Reina had to see all of it.
Yeah, poor Reina.
Poor Reina. Oh, I think so. Was it you or someone else from the live watch brought up the fact that like, oh, aren't they gonna like remember?
Yeah, that was Nocturne. Yeah.
I don't think they're gonna remember. I don't think. And well, yeah, I don't think they're gonna really remember their deaths like that. I don't know. I'm assuming. In my mind, I'm assuming, and if that's not the case, it's gonna be interesting. In my mind, it's like you was like, "Hey, Rika won't remember." The other ones probably won't remember as well. Maybe, potentially, but we don't know.
Well, there's only 3 episodes left in the series, so they better remember fast.
Yeah, that's another thing that Action said. Like maybe like they will remember, and then they're like, "Yeah." So yeah, for some reason we have a feeling that Satoko is like crazy. Mm-hmm. So.
Yo, Rika, Satoko might be fucking crazy.
Wouldn't that be crazy if they're all the ones who save Rika?
Yo, wait,
because they remember.
Yeah, what if they're all in on it? Because we end off where Satoko pulls out the gun and Rika had set her up, right? So, what if Rika actually took the next step further and had told everyone that she suspects Satoko of this? And then they all remembered that Satoko did some crazy shit in other fragments? And now they all, like, team up on Satoko?
Because yeah, it doesn't work on her. But how would she know?
Who?
Rika. I don't think Rika would have to.
She
oh yeah, she does.
Box trick on her.
But she didn't do it on purpose. Though.
I'm pretty sure she did it on purpose. Because she switched out the glove with the present, and she was like, how'd you know if there wasn't a fucking glove in here?
I thought she just changed it on a whim.
Nah, I think she set her up.
Okay, I mean, it's fine either way.
Listen, I know Rika ain't that bright, but I'm gonna give her credit for at least planning something out, okay?
You're right. You are right indeed. But yeah, good episode. Finally, you know, we're going to see how it ends. Like you said, what, 2? Oh, not 2 episodes. We have like what,
3 or 4?
Yeah, 4 episodes. So yeah, looking forward to see how the last arc ends. Mm-hmm. All right, let's move on to Genjitsu. Shugi Yuusha no Okoku Saikenki. Okay, I had to pull my phone for this one.
This was literally Kogiya's episode. This was just a Kogiya's episode.
It was. Yeah, that's my only problem. I'm like, this is a slightly less actiony Kogiya's episode.
He literally pulled off the thing Lelouch did.
Yep, the whole
Lelouch did.
The same thing. Except it's no, there was a speed. There was Well, except it wasn't a pre-recorded speech, but
yeah, but it was still the same idea. It was
kind
like,
of, yeah, same idea.
he was recorded from somewhere else.
Big, crazy distraction while I'm actually somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Which is pretty, I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty smart.
It was smart. I was so I'm gonna say that was the high. Obviously, that was the highlight of the episode. The rest of the episode was just kind of like bouncing back and forth. I did appreciate the little intrigue moments, like that one guy who's like a double agent. He was like begging the other army not to attack, like, oh, I'll convince the revolution inside to open the gate for you, but it turns out he's just like buying time for
he's just buying time.
So
that was pretty interesting. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. And then you see like the flying forces coming to help them, so you assume that that Soma ends up subjugating Vargas. Excuse me.
The Air Force in.
Yeah.
So this whole war is not going to last very long.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. I mean, there is literally only 3 episodes left, so.
Oh yeah, there is. True.
My only problem is that it's like, I don't know why. For some reason, I wish this anime went a little bit further than just the Civil War, kind of.
I mean, like, I'm sure later on there's gonna be more wars.
Yeah, I feel like it's weird enough. I never say this. I feel like this is one of the anime where it could definitely been fine being a 24 episode.
Oh yeah.
Just because there's just so much shit to do. Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that. I could easily see this. Actually, I could see this getting another season, like right after, because nothing really happened. This whole season just feels like
we're just like like, hey, this is our kingdom. The end.
Like, this feels like I'm
world
still
building.
In the prologue of the novel.
Yes.
So I can see, like, at the end of this whole war, like, I don't know, this whole season, the Civil War is over, and then like the other countries declare war, and it's like, stay tuned for season 2.
Yeah, it's giving me Game of Thrones 0.5.
I can see that.
Yeah. I definitely want more.
Other than that, there wasn't really much else I had to say about this episode. Smart.
Yeah.
I like that he put wheels on his ship and put it on land. I mean, I feel like somebody would have done that by now. Like, I don't know, made a giant fortress on the land that moves with magic.
You mean a flying fortress, like a flying castle? I mean, they don't have that. They don't know like movable tracks. They don't have that technology.
Well, he did it. I mean, they could. They just put wheels on the thing. I'm like, all right, well.
Yeah, that is all they can do.
Their world sucks. They don't have amazing knowledge of anything,
right? But they got magic. All right. I think that's all we have to need to say about Genjitsu. Up next, we have Magia Record Season 2, Episode 6. So, first of all, Miss Embryo Eve is still terrifying. Like, every time I look at it, I want to like stab my computer screen. It's truly the mouth, like the realistic mouth for this on the stomach.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. One of the creepiest witch designs.
Yes, as creepy as fuck. So something happens at Kuroe. I feel like they're hinting at like her very dark past.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's going to go crazy or some shit's gonna happen.
Which, once again, like, I'm just waiting for it to happen to someone.
I mean, it did happen to someone.
I mean, that happens to a lot of people, actually. But
even in this episode, we had Tsuruno not looking herself. So
Tsuruno is still a compuder program.
Yeah,
for
she's
some
still
reason.
glitching. She's still got a few bugs to work out.
Yeah, she's still missing No from Pokemon Red and Blue.
Like, her color palette just swapped. Like, she's blue now. You've unlocked player 2.
Yeah, Mommy is still alive.
Which, by the way, that ending scene was great. Just like seeing Mommy and Tsuruno pop out and be like, yes, the final battle is now.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. And then Kyoko and Iroha finally meet each other. Not Kyoko. Well, no, Iroha and Madoka finally meet each other.
Yeah, the whole team's together.
They're like, hey, and then immediately just cut to, hey, some other shit's going wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everyone just came in clutch this episode. Iroha was doing the thing. Madoka is doing the thing. I feel like season 1 of Madoka and season 1 of Magia Record, it's just like the main characters are so whatever. And then season 2, like everyone, like just everyone's doing the damn thing.
Yeah. Even the villains I'm liking, like I like Nemu, I like what's her name?
I'm assuming she should be your favorite girl.
I mean, so I'm not that superficial, right? She's the cutest girl, possibly, but she is a cool villain.
Toka?
Yeah, Toka.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm like, I feel like she's just right up your alley.
Yes,
she's
character design
cute.
wise, yes.
Yes, character design, cute voice, smug as hell.
I appreciate the smug.
Evil. You like your lollies evil.
True. Well, the problem is that this is Madoka, so there's like a lot of that. Like, there's a lot of cute, smug, evil lolis.
Okay, no, not like her though. She's like the like which other evil lolis were
well,
there?
they're not necessarily lolis, but I'm still a Kyoko stan. You know, I love you got the twins that are also there.
Yeah,
they're thing going. I like Mifuyu a lot. I love her hair, like her white silver.
Yeah, Mifuyu's design is like really good.
Like, listen, all the different magic girls appeal to like 17 different fetishes for me. All right, I love all their character design.
Oh, the one with the crop whip in her hand.
Yeah.
And the eye patch.
She's cool. The green-haired girl that like speaks random English and has like a military outfit. She's hot. Like, there's too many to count.
Yeah. Understandable. Well, I don't understand, but understandable.
But yeah, this was it does feel like this is like a really long movie or OVA, but in a good way, where it's like, oh my god, the budget and the stakes are so high, and it's always like shit is always happening. You know, it doesn't feel like there's a moment where it's nothing happening. Like, there's no dull moments.
Yeah, it just started going and it never stopped going.
Exactly.
And I love it. Give me everything I need. So yeah, speaking of Toka, which is why she was one of the highlights of the episode, because the whole time she was just talking to Mifuyu, she was really.
She got up in her face.
She was really shafting.
She had like 7 different head tilt angles.
Like, I'm surprised they didn't just give us like a straight up like head on. Her neck just goes straight back. So yeah, very, very, very. They did very well this episode.
Yeah, they did her justice.
Also, I just like Yachio.
Oh yeah, Yachio's good too. Like, this whole cast
I just like Yachio. Yeah. This cast is very, very, very strong. Very strong indeed. Okay, let's move on to Tantei Wa Mou Shindeiru, episode 10.
This was a better episode because they stayed local and didn't jump all over the place.
That's so funny.
Settings 17 times.
That's so funny because of course the episode that you're like, yeah, this is better. It's like this episode I was talking about.
Really? I don't know, Drew. Yes. I think we're just never gonna agree on this show.
we really are not. I don't
want it to be like, this is fun. Like, I like it like this. It made sense. The episode had an objective.
My problem with this episode is that it didn't. So when you have an episode like this, that's definitely more like chill and not much stuff is happening. I feel like for me, it kind of highlights all the things that Oni was complaining about in like the past couple episodes. Like, before, I was able to ignore it because I'm just like, oh, whatever. They're all just kind of fucking around having fun. Like, I don't care. This one, it was like we didn't get really like a clear resolution slash shift to like the present. And I think we definitely should have gotten that
Oh,
from
wait. You
yes.
think there should be some continuity
Only
and
because it
like
ended no, only because it ended in such a like last episode wasn't just like any episode. Last episode was the episode where like like we saw how Siesta died. Like it wasn't just like, oh wow, and something happens at the end of the arc, like whatever. Like, no. It's the show's called The Detectives Are Already Dead. Like so yeah, in episode where you see said detective die, I just think like once he wakes up and is like, just give us a transition. I just need
well, seeing as
just a
how the
slight
show
transition.
has not had a transition ever at all.
It
I
did
mean,
not ever
like
at
so.
all. So yeah, this is one of the times where I'm just like I wasn't a huge fan of that. Like if they were just done like a cute transition and then they started the whole episode, I'd be fine. But it was just very like, wait, this is like the penultimate moment of this episode, and then you hard shifted it. Yeah, that hard shift I didn't quite agree with.
And it's funny because I really enjoyed this episode because you know what?
I didn't dislike it. I didn't dislike it. Like this is just me. It's just me like nitpicking. Like I
I
didn't hate it by any means.
I will
It was
trade
fine.
off. I will trade off Siesta for Listen, Siesta is the
Nagisa?
best character in the show, but if the options are Siesta or Nagisa plus Yui, I will take the Nagisa Yui combo. 2 for 1.
Is that Saikawa?
Yeah.
Yeah, Saikawa had her moments. Like she was definitely like cuter this episode.
So I'm more
I feel like you're
comfortable with
just.
the trade-off.
I feel like you're definitely. I feel like definitely lolly bias.
Oh, definitely. Well, listen, you need to bias me somehow to justify killing off Siesta. So I'm glad the show. Also, Charlotte wasn't bad. Like she's a dumb,
Yeah,
airheaded girl that's like still like I like her.
exactly. Yeah, no, Char was cool.
I do like that they actually now are going into the character motivations where it's like, oh yes, Charlotte wants to live up to Siesta's legacy, and they also want to live up to Siesta's, but he has his reason why he doesn't want to be the detective, and like this is what I wanted.
Yeah.
Like I wanted more character development and actual like plot points and stuff being talked about.
I will say Nagisa, I didn't have to drag on Nagisa so much. I'm like, girl, I kind of understood what you were trying to do the first time you said it. I feel like they definitely did like a recap on her reasoning, which I don't think was that.
Yeah, that wasn't super necessary.
It wasn't necessary. They lingered on it for a bit.
If I had to nitpick one thing I didn't like is that they did the whole oblivious MC thing with Kimihiko, where they were just like, oh, he's gonna ask Nagisa out to the bar, and like she's gonna come in a nice dress, and he's still not gonna catch on to like why she's upset at him. Like, but he does that before. Like every other time with Siesta, he was able to catch on to her being flirtatious or him being flirtatious. Like he's smarter than that. I don't know. I feel like they intentionally dumbed him down for that scene. He's a detective. He should be able to catch on what she was expecting. It's a very small nitpick, but I think it's emblematic of a issue with the show.
I think he was. I don't think he doesn't know her the way he knows Siesta. So that's one.
Yeah, but you invite a girl to. First off, if you're smart enough to be able to tell that characters like you're a detective, like if he does all the other detective shit that he does, but he can't figure out why Nagisa's upset at him when she comes into the bar with a super cute dress on and he doesn't compliment her on it. I don't know.
I just feel okay, like I give you. Yeah. I give you that is extraordinarily nitpicky, but yeah, I give it to you.
But that's the thing, because it is super nitpicky, but it leads to a bigger issue I have with the show, in that I feel like the writer, and I was talking about this with someone else in the comments last episode, but I feel like the writer knows what he wants, like he has an objective and goal in mind, and he knows how to write good dialogue, but he doesn't know how to like connect scenes and like do things in a logical order that leads to the goal. So all his scenes just feel like inconsistent and all over the place. And I feel like his characters also just have some inconsistencies. Where like, well, I want this thing to happen, and I don't know how to make that thing happen, so I'm just gonna make my characters act in this weird way to get to that goal. Or like, I'll repeat certain steps, or I'll like make a mech appear out of nowhere or something.
Yeah, that is true. Like the whole thing with Siesta interviewing the lady. Yeah, fuck your daughter. Give me more detail. Like I know she's like a logical person, but even if you suspected Alice, like what did you gain from being like kind of a bitch to the mother of the dead daughter?
Or even this episode where Nagisa was kidnapped. I'm like, they could have like transitioned into that. Like it was just like Nagisa's there. Next scene, Nagisa's been kidnapped. Yeah, I feel like it could have led up to that more, like foreshadowed that a bit, or like had somebody stalking her or something.
Yeah, no, I understand. I understand.
Very, very weird build. There's like no build up to any of these scenes. That's my issue with the show.
Yeah, I can see that now. I could always see it. I just didn't care as much before. Oh, excuse me. Maybe because the episode was like so tame. Like I had no choice but to like kind of look around.
True.
And there wasn't quite as much of the cute back and forth I'm used to.
There was some of it. I mean,
there's some of it.
Back of it. See, this is the problem too. It's trained you to not like. I don't know. This is the issue I was talking about, like in the third episode, where I was like, I don't know how to treat this show. Like, do I treat it like a mindless, fun show where I don't care about what's going on, like you're doing, and then I'm like, okay, then I don't care about the plot, or is it a serious show that wants me to care about the plot and like the characters, like it's trying to do now? In which case, I have to be more scrupulous and be like, well, why was this like this and that? And that's my issue. Like the pacing is all over the place too.
Yeah.
Like if I want to turn off my brain and just be like, oh, witty characters being witty with each other, then yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I feel like at this point. That's definitely how, I choose to watch it.
But then you're not going to enjoy episodes like this.
Exactly, but if they don't give me this, then it's like,
I feel like the show doesn't know what it wants to be.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. But the other 9 episodes gave me what I wanted. In my opinion, they gave me more or less. They gave me what I was looking for.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see. This episode felt very fluffy to me.
I enjoyed it, but it was
all right. Yeah, no, it was
the show as a whole is still suspect to me.
Not suspect. All right, and last but not least, I believe, is My Hero Academia season 5, episode 22.
This is the show I thought you were gonna have an issue with, because I had an issue with this episode.
I mean,
and ironically enough, it's the same issue that I was just talking about with Tantei Wa Mou.
I feel like I could see where you're going with it. I mean, I feel like how you feel about Toga is how I feel about Twice. That's why I'm way more lenient about it.
Don't get me wrong. I love the Twice love that. Like, he's a really cool, interesting character, and he's super OP quirk, by the way. Super broken. All the villains have really broken. Let
me phrase it. It's broken when he breaks through the trauma, and it's just like, my friends are my power. TM.
Yeah, and actually, I really like I like that trauma aspect, because that's one of the things I've never really seen done before, where it's like yeah, sometimes you have superheroes where it's like, oh, there's like a cost to their power or whatever. Yeah, but like this is a really interesting one. Like, oh yeah, he could split himself into 2, but that's caused him like legit psychological trauma.
Yeah, trauma. He literally couldn't trust himself, and everyone killed each other.
Yeah, it's like a very dark, but also like, yeah, that's kind of realistic way of approaching a power. Like that would happen in real life if you had that power.
Yeah, exactly.
So I really like him.
Oh my god, I felt so bad. His whole background story where we're just like life just shat on him.
Pretty much. He got dealt a bad hand.
Like an awful hand.
My issue though with this episode as a whole was just, it was too fast paced. I still never understand the season why did they give 11 or 12 episodes? I'm gonna keep going back to this. Why did they give 11 or 12 episodes to the stupid ass training arc of the heroes? But then we have this really important arc that could have easily been made into like 10 plus episodes, and it's getting like 2 episodes or 3 episodes. I don't know. It just like they zoomed through that. They gave some time to Twice, but they zoomed through the rest of the fights, like the Dobby fight, the fight with,
I mean, I don't think that fight's done.
Really? Because they're like already fighting Destro now. Like,
I mean,
like
they're showing that Destro.
Yeah,
They're showing that Destro fight, but the Dobby fight's not done.
I don't know.
I still agree with you. But
I feel like they're rushing through this arc really quickly. I don't know if anyone's read the manga without spoiling.
No,
let me know if it's like.
I feel like it. I feel stuff. Like yeah. I know. I feel like they have to be.
Yeah,
they have to be because it's
stuff.
Because it feels like this arc is too important to be covered fully in 6 episodes. But I don't know. I was like the Todoroki thing with his dad. That could have been greatly condensed.
A lot of this could have been condensed for more.
I like the trainer filler arc. But I agree that also could have been shorter. I didn't mind as much because they're just constant people. Like they're just fighting.
Yeah, but I'm like, yes, I'm cool with fighting. Like, every episode in this arc could have been a different fight. Like, a whole episode dedicated to the Twice fight, a whole episode dedicated to They did pretty much do a whole episode for Toga.
Yeah, but my point is the Todoroki one was just like very much drawn out family drama.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of a setup, I guess. Kind of a setup, but it's like very loosely connected to what's happening now, which is another problem because it's like I know these things are loosely connected.
Well, that's what I think. It's like because it's plot relevant. I guess I'm not as hard. Oh, excuse me. I guess I'm not as hard on that arc. I'm really hard on the beginning arc because it was like 11 episodes for just like a bunch of scrimmage matches between.
Yeah, it could have literally been. I feel like it could have been like a game from like an episode per match.
Yeah. Easily, just maybe 5 or 6 episodes or whatever, 5 episodes. I don't know. I just feel like they're rushing through this.
Yeah, almost. It's just weird because it makes me feel like it wasn't a filler arc.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like. That's why I personally I'm fine with the first arc because I'm like, I know because it's just a bunch of fights. It seems like it's a filler arc, but. I would argue there was equally important things happening in that with the whole Todoroki thing and it was with Endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
Like Deku literally discovers new powers and goes out of control, like in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, but for every scene like that, there was also like, here's Vine Girl versus Tokuyami or something like. Like they could have reduced a lot of those fights that were kind of about irrelevant characters. Not to listen. I love my mushroom girl or whatever. She was cool and all, but did that fight need 2 episodes? Not really.
That's fair. Like I said, they could. I would say like maybe like 2, maybe like 3 episodes shorter, and that would have been fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
But yeah, the rest of the episode, like at least the rest of the episode, other than that complaint, was fine. Seeing Destro fight what's his name? Evil dude with the hands.
Tomura.
Yeah, Tomura. That was fun. Twice was just fun listening to and watching, like having those different personalities interact with each other.
Like everyone's just fighting and like asking and answering questions. And yeah, it was just a lot. Apparently he can now clone other people.
Yeah, that's again broken.
Because then you're like, oh, when he fought Tomura, I'm like, he didn't really fight Tomura.
Yeah. It was just a clone.
It was just a clone.
Be right back making 17 copies of All Might.
Yeah, I'm like, and with that being done, I'm just like, are you not? I'm like, there must be some kind of ramification from you making that many clones.
I'm 100% sure Twice is gonna die.
Yeah,
there's no way you can keep that person around. With that
it's gonna make me really sad.
He was like, every fight I'm just gonna be like, well, why doesn't Twice use his god powers to make 100
like a sea of him?
Yeah. Why doesn't Twice just make 1 billion copies?
Like, hello?
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm 100% sure this dude's dead before the end of this arc.
Boo.
That power is way too strong. It's bad enough that Toga's power is kind of ridiculously strong too. Like,
yeah.
Tomura just gonna suck Deku and become All Might.
Oh
now
my god.
I have all for one.
Well, no, you can't do that. Remember? You can't copy his magic. Magic?
Can you?
Quirks. No.
Wasn't that just the thing that the other guy couldn't copy because it's like he didn't know how it worked or something? I don't know. I don't know what the prerequisite.
I feel like when he tried copying and didn't work, I feel like that was kind of. I think they were low key trying to say, "Hey, anyone else trying to copy Deku's powers, it's not gonna be the same." Yeah, it's right. Like you'll probably get super strength, but that's it.
Oh, time to drink more Ochako blood.
Not more Ochako blood. God, that was so crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good episode. All right. That is the end of the weekly reviews. And that's also the end of this podcast because it's a little bit late and a bitch is tired and I want to go to sleep. So, Oni, please be a dear and take us away.
Guys, if you enjoyed this episode of the G&A podcast, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe so you get all the episodes as they go up every week. If you haven't already, do follow us on Twitter, follow us on Twitch, and join the party over on our Discord, all linked in the description down below. And if you'd like, you can even become a patron like all these lovely people on screen right now and get yourself some awesome benefits. And Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I hope all of you guys are able to break through your mental trauma so you guys can get your own superpowers as well. The superpower of being a well-adjusted human being.
Yes, you heard him. Until next time, this has been Soberoni and
True, we do.
Catch y'all later. Later.
Bye.